I'm not exaggerating when I say Borderlands is easily one of the worst movies of the entire year, so here's my spoiler-free thoughts on the best and worst parts of the movie. Now, this movie debuted with a 0% score on Rotten Tomatoes, which has now risen up to a 7%. Anytime a movie is getting panned this badly, I'm super interested into it. I love a lot of movies that a lot of other people really dislike, but sadly, this was just as terrible as all the trailers look. The biggest problem with this is the humor in this movie. I have no idea what they're trying to go for here. It's like PG-13, which first of all makes no sense based on the games being rated M for mature. And it's trying to go for that like raunchy, lowbrow humor like a Deadpool movie kind of does, but I'm sorry, you need the R rating if you're going to do that. It just comes off weird and unfunny in every single joke they throw. I absolutely love Jack Black, but him waddling around as Claptrap is pretty much 90% of the jokes in this movie. Him just saying the most bare bones jokes you've ever heard in your life. They're all pretty much just eye roll material. Pretty much get a version of the "they're right behind me" joke in this movie. Like there's a moment where a character says to another one, "Oh, you in what army?" And then the other character says, "Oh, the one right behind me." And oh, they all emerge. It's just so corny. Which leads me into the next thing. This cast is full of good actors, but none of them should be in a movie together, and it really showed in their chemistry. It's a big reason why the humor didn't work, but these people should just never be in a film together. It makes no sense why they chose them. I would love to know how much money it took to get Cate Blanchett in this movie. She's one of the all-time great actors in my opinion, especially of this modern era, and she even seems like she's a bad actor in this movie just because of how bad the script and film is. One of the biggest problems with this is just how boring and generic this film feels, because if there's one thing you can say about the Borderlands games, whether you like them or ever played them or not, you can at least know they have a very unique visual style and style of humor in those games, and I feel like none of that even translated over this besides the character names. If you don't know, this is how the games look. They have this very unique visual style, and out of curiosity, I googled Borderland fan cosplay, and I found these people that literally have such cool details and makeup put on them that makes them look like they're in the style of the video games. I think if the movie took this route, put a little bit of effort in, and made everybody look like they were in the games, it would have had a really cool style. But at least if the movie was bad, you could at least tell they were trying to do something fun and unique. But no, we just have the actors in some very low budget looking costumes that honestly look worse than the cosplay I found in this $100 million movies, which is kind of mind blowing to me. Like, instead of feeling like a truly unique and true to the video game adaptation, like some things like the Fallout series that we just got earlier this year, it ends up blending in and feeling like a Netflix original movie in my opinion. Like just very bland, boring plot, boring characters, and a super generic and predictable ending. That's really what this movie comes down to. It's not offensively bad in any way. It's not like they're throwing a million jokes at the wall like Thor: Love and Thunder that aren't funny. It's just there's some jokes that are not funny, and otherwise you're just watching this pretty boring movie just move along. It's so forgettable. Now, I always encourage everybody to go out and check out movies for yourself. You might like a movie that everybody else dislikes, so definitely give it a shot if you really want to, but I'd honestly recommend just rewatching Guardians of the Galaxy or Dungeons and Dragons. They're doing what this is trying to do 10 times better. It's a 1 out of 5 or a 3 out of 10 for me. Follow me on Letterboxd at Vets Movies for more.